It's Wednesday, time now for another Discuss vid. And if you have a Discuss topic that I have yet to do, be sure and check the Discuss playlist first. Feel free and send your Discuss subjects my way via the comments section, Facebook, Twitter, Discord, all the social media to the GeauxBurns Nation, linked below in the description section. So, we reached a milestone a few days ago on the channel. Over 2,000 vids. That's right, I have been busy over the past 4 years. We now have 6,400 subscribers. Let's see, 1.5 million lifetime views. That's freaking awesome. And yes, over 2,000 vids. And when I started this channel just over 4 years ago, back in March 2014, I started with one video. I had no idea that when I posted that very first video on the channel, March 20th, 2014, which, by the way, was about my idea regarding putting bad sports in Bolingbroke Penitentiary and Grand Theft Auto Online. I have no idea that I was going to just keep making videos and where I would be 4 years later. So, yeah, back then, the content wasn't as professional looking. It still isn't, but it's better than it was. So when we first started out, this is what I was using basically. The free editing software, Windows Live Movie Maker, along with a cheap $25 USB headset. And I had the basic Elgato game capture and my Xbox 360. I would record the video of Grand Theft Auto Online on last gen, edit it all together along with audio, which was recorded, by the way, with a USB $25 headset compared to what I'm using now. Today, we use something a bit more professional, my Blue Yeti microphone, as well as Photoshop for better thumbnails, better graphics, along with Vegas. All this stuff, by the way, isn't cheap, costs a little bit of money. I also use Camtasia. You may notice that whenever I have like an article that I have in the video, I bought Camtasia like a year or so ago, and I absolutely love it. I think it's been like 2 years because I started using it for my Mafia 3 videos. And it's just fantastic. It captures whatever's on the screen, whether you're showing off an article or something else entirely, or screenshots. I mean, it was expensive, but well worth it in my opinion for exactly what I do. In fact, that's how I recorded this video. It records the audio along with whatever you see on the screen, besides any B-roll from a video game like Grand Theft Auto Online or Red Dead Redemption or Far Cry 5. That would be from the Elgato. So anyways, we have had a lot of videos on the channel going all the way back to the beginning to today. Obviously, the main staple of our channel is Grand Theft Auto Online. That's the way it was from the very beginning because I'm a huge Grand Theft Auto fan. I've mentioned this before. I've been one since the beginning, when I was a teen back in the 90s with the original top-down Grand Theft Auto game on the original PlayStation. And from Grand Theft Auto Online, several ideas. Every time I had an idea, I would make a video out of it. And I guess in a way I still kind of do with the Discuss series occasionally. And there are other series that have come and gone over the years. More predominantly my Racing Badly series, which has over, 300 episodes. So 300 vids from that 2000 is Racing Badly. I don't do it anymore. It's just I got kind of tired of doing Racing Badly. I still technically do it whenever we're racing on live streams. So in a way, Racing Badly lives on. Another show that I did basically 100 episodes of and just decided retired it after the 100th episode was my Misadventure Monday series. And that harkens back to something I used to really love doing in Grand Theft Auto, and I think most people do, is just carry out all sorts of mischief, mayhem, and destruction. And each episode, most of the time it involves a tank, sometimes other weaponized vehicles in Grand Theft Auto Online. And if I would have continued doing Misadventure Monday, I probably would have a ton more episodes because there's so many weaponized vehicles now. It's crazy. But eventually I kind of grown tired of doing a tank video every week. It got old after a while, and I felt like I was changing personally. I mean, I still occasionally like to jump into a tank or a Hydra or an attack helicopter, or just have some fun like we did, this past Saturday in Grand Theft Auto Online. Yeah, it still technically happens during some live streams, some destruction. It's Grand Theft Auto, what do you expect? But, the big series, which I never really intended on it being a series, rants. My rant series started back on last gen, and a lot of it, I think, had to do with the modders that were on last gen consoles causing issues. And I think that was one of the first videos I actually ranted about, one of the first issues. And there's technically 2 rant playlists, FYI, which is why the new rant playlist is Rant 2.0, because there's another one that has already 100 rants in it. So that's something that happens every Sunday on the channel. We have over 100 of those videos, and tons of news, tons of DLCs regarding Grand Theft Auto Online that I've done over the past 4 years. I mean, it's amazing how many videos I've done regarding that. Just like anytime there's an announcement for a DLC or a trailer breakdown, I don't have that many of them, but there are a few price predictions showcases we did for vehicles. Those were kind of fun. There's something silly I used to do, along with, of course, the Discuss series. I think we have maybe 70, nearly 80 Discuss videos now. And there was another show that I kind of mixed into the Discuss series. I put those 2 episodes down at the bottom. I don't know what I was trying to come up with, but in the end, I felt like it worked for my Discuss series that I started some time ago. And it's weird because it wasn't always a weekly thing. It was occasionally I would do a Discuss video, and there was a time for several months I even stopped doing Discuss vids, but then I picked it back up, and we've done it several ways, and we haven't just done Discuss videos or rant videos about Grand Theft Auto Online. Obviously, we've ranted about other things and discussed other video game and YouTube topics, and I know the majority of the content on the channel is Grand Theft Auto Online, and as long as Grand Theft Auto Online is still around, I'm going to still continue to cover Grand Theft Auto Online, just like I did yesterday with the new content that dripped out. The Sea Sparrow, the Mini Classic, as well as the Flash GT and the new Adversary mode. I'm going to continue that. As long as Rockstar continues to make announcements for Grand Theft Auto Online, Snapmatic contests, Rockstar Editor contest winners, and anything else revolved around Grand Theft Auto Online, including event weeks and Dripocalypse 2018. Yeah, I will continue to cover that. So more videos will be coming in the future regarding Grand Theft Auto Online, depending on how much longer Rockstar continues to support the game. But there's obviously more games that we have played over the years on the channel. We haven't exactly covered them to the extent that I have Grand Theft Auto Online, but we'll go over a few of the games. Maybe not all of them. Watch Dogs. That was the first non-Grand Theft Auto series I did on the channel back in 2014. And 2 of my most popular videos back then, not anymore, but back then, was over the loading screen issue regarding Watch Dogs. And it still gets people leaving comments because people are still having issues with that game, unfortunately. And that kind of left a bad taste in my mouth when it came to Ubisoft. And it was quite some time before I started playing Ubisoft games again. And of course, we did some Shadow of War, Diablo 3, Skyrim, LA Noire, South Park, all the Grand Theft Auto 3Ds, I believe. Grand Theft Auto 3, some Vice City, some San Andreas. I never completed those, but there are a few episodes of each in the Grand Theft Auto 3 playlist. I have a lot of playlists, by the way, with tons of videos in it. And then the Grand Theft Auto 4 series, I once again never finished. And Grand Theft Auto 5, I actually finished Grand Theft Auto 5 about a month ago. I did that start to finish when I got the new PC. I see Red Dead Revolver, another series I started but never finished. Ghostbusters, because I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan. I absolutely loved the Ghostbusters video game when it came out. What was it, back in, 2009? It's basically the third Ghostbusters movie, and then it became backwards compatible on Xbox One, and so I decided to play that. So next, of course, a big other staple of the channel besides, I would say, Grand Theft Auto Online and Red Dead Redemption 2, hopefully coming this fall. That's something else we're going to be covering big time when it comes to articles and more trailers, anything about Red Dead Redemption 2. Definitely covering it, and I'm definitely going to be playing it when it comes out. Mafia. Mafia is part of the Trinity on the channel. We have Grand Theft Auto, we have Red Dead, we have Mafia. And the most recent was me Let's Playing Mafia start to finish, the City of Lost Heaven. Back in 2006, I was heavily covering Mafia 3. It got announced in August 2005, and then there's kind of like a dead period until like April 2016. Did I say 2005? I meant 2015, obviously. So 2015, August, Mafia 3 gets announced. I cover that, make a couple videos, and then several months go by. Then we finally get the media blitz, the viral marketing regarding Mafia 3 in April 2016. So I cover that from start to finish, all the way up to October. September, I also started Let's Playing Mafia 2 from start to finish, leading up to the release of Mafia 3 in October. And that was in September, around the time my dad died nearly 2 years ago, so that was kind of a tragic time for my family. And that is one of the reasons why I'm planning on live streaming Mafia 2 eventually, because now Mafia 2 is also backwards compatible on Xbox One. That happened a few months ago, so that's something that a lot of the Mafia fans on the channel really want to see me do, is live stream Mafia 2, even though we already have a Let's Play of Mafia 2. Then, of course, Mafia 3 came out in October, and I Let's Played that start to finish, along with the DLCs. There were 3 DLCs that came out for Mafia 3, and some other games like, what was a year prior, Fallout 4. I did do a little bit of Let's Play of the main story. At the time, there really didn't seem to be as much traction on the channel for Fallout 4, so I ended up playing the rest of the game by myself without recording it. But then I recorded all the DLC stories. So I think there was, what, 2 or 3 DLC stories that came out for Fallout 4, and I did do those Let's Plays start to finish. So those are in the Fallout playlist. And most recently, Far Cry 5. We did Far Cry 5 start to finish, and it was the very first Far Cry game I ever played. I'm surprised that I never got around to playing another one, because it definitely seems like a franchise I would be into. It's open world, you can have fun, a lot of things to do, exploring, destruction. Yeah, and I thoroughly enjoyed Far Cry 5. Absolutely. In fact, one of the more popular videos the past few weeks has been the Far Cry Ending Theory Discuss video we made. And there's actually a sequel to it, in case some of you didn't realize it. The Far Cry 5 Ending Theory feedback vid, which I go and for like 40 minutes read over some of the comments in the theory video. At the time, that video was like 2,100 views. Now it has several thousand more. Last I checked, it was it's climbing. It's getting viral. But my biggest video on the channel is my Mafia 3 Vito Scaletta backstory. And this was one of many videos I did in 2016 leading up to the launch of Mafia 3, because, you know, I was obviously excited about Mafia 3 and I was covering the game thoroughly, like I mentioned a moment ago. And I just came up with random ideas for additional stuff to put on the channel content-wise regarding Mafia 3, not just all the viral stuff that was being released, like the postcards, the criminal records files, the fake newspapers, trailers, any article that came out regarding Mafia 3. And one of the things I did was I decided that maybe I should do some like backstory videos for any potential new viewers, gamers to Mafia 3 that didn't have the opportunity to go back and play Mafia 2. I didn't do that many of them. I think I did like 2 or 3. I think I did one on Lincoln Clay, based on what information we knew about him that had come out throughout this marketing campaign back in 2016. What information we knew about Sal Marcano. But the big one was Vito Scaletta, who was the protagonist of Mafia 2. In fact, he is the central character in the Mafia-verse. He was actually retconned at the end of the very first Mafia game. And he is an important character in Mafia 3. So that video, as of right now, has 238,000 views, 1,900 likes, and 111 dislikes. Hey, you can't please everybody. Now, in 2018, one thing I've been doing a lot more than I have previously is live streaming. I dabbled in it in the past, maybe like once or twice, but then 2017, I really got into live streaming. And I would say that at the moment, the channel is 50-50. 50% content that I record and I put together and I upload videos. And then the other content we do is live streams. And maybe that number is actually more live streams now than content. I don't know, but it's all the same to me. You know, I just consider it more content for my awesome viewers, subscribers, and fans. I'm going to continue to try and balance it, though, going into 2018. We're going to continue to do live streams. We're going to continue to have content, you know, recorded, edited, put together based off some of the series I still do, like the Discuss series, the Rant series. Anytime we got more like Red Dead Redemption 2 news, trailers, anything regarding Red Dead Redemption 2 that comes out, I'm definitely covering it, leading all the way, you know, closer to fall, closer to launch. We will go and we will live stream Red Dead Redemption start to finish, because it's also backwards compatible on Xbox One. And last week, it got some Xbox One X enhancements. So that's what we'll be live streaming somewhere in the future, and other games as well. But once again, predominantly, we're going to continue covering Grand Theft Auto Online, new drip-fed content, DLCs, news, along with anything revolved around Red Dead Redemption 2. And it's been an amazing journey, you know, starting over 4 years ago when I put up one video. One video started it all for me. The decision to get up there and start making content, even though I had previous YouTube channels, which were a little different. One was a political channel. One was my dad's channel that I helped him with. And I've been a gamer my whole life. And I was also in radio. I had a background in radio. So I had all these things, all these pieces that worked for me to put together in order to become a gaming content creator. I saw others doing it, and I thought, this looks like a lot of fun. You know, playing video games, talking about video games, and making video game content. I had no idea March 20th, 2014, when I uploaded the very first video, that it was going to lead me to this point in my life. And I made a lot of friends along the way. I met some awesome viewers, subscribers, and fans, and it's just an amazing journey. It's been ups and downs. It's been a struggle. It's taken me a very long time, longer than expected, to get to 6,400 views. But I like to believe that I have quality when it comes to my viewers, subscribers, and fans. And that's what I've always been in favor of. I'd rather have one awesome subscriber than 10 shitty subscribers. And I believe that if we continue doing what we're doing here at the GeauxBurns Nation, continue making the content and covering the games that I love to play, that you love to watch me play, and you're interested in, like Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption 2, that we're going to bring more people into the GeauxBurns Nation. And it's going to continue to grow. We're going to get more videos out there, more live streams going forward, more Discuss vids, more rants. I'm not going to stop doing rant videos, because the moment I do that, you know, I feel like that there would be a riot on my hands, and I don't want to deal with that. There's always going to be an issue in Grand Theft Auto Online, or in gaming, or in YouTube, and in the future, whenever Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out, there's probably going to be plenty to rant about when it comes to Red Dead Redemption 2, besides the info drought that we've had to deal with for the past, 10, 11 weeks now. Now, to be honest, I don't know if we're going to get to the point where we're going to have 3,000 vids on the channel, or even 4,000 vids one day. Only time will tell. I don't even know if I'll be doing this a year from now. Once again, time will tell. Depending if I'm still into this, if I'm still into gaming and still into making content, or something else happens in my life that, you know, forces me to go do something else entirely, I don't know. I don't know what the future holds for us. All I can say is that I'm focused on trying to continue to grow the channel and make more content for you, and hopefully get more viewers and more subscribers and fans. Grow the GeauxBurns Nation. That's one of the reasons why we have such an awesome community. That's why we got the Discord, we got the Facebook, even though Facebook is dead, along with Twitter, even Instagram, along with the Vlogs channel. I'm going to continue posting content on the Vlogs channel as well. And we got nearly 200 subscribers over there, so that's quite an accomplishment, because it's very difficult to grow a channel. And a lot of you smaller content creators out there understand that. And I'm not saying I'm a big content creator at all. I'm small compared to plenty of others out there that are way bigger than me. But it's taken a lot of them a long time to get their channels up to, say, the 100,000 range or the million range. And if I keep making content, if I keep doing what I'm doing, I have to believe that eventually I will get to that point as well. But at the same time, if it's not meant to be, then it's not meant to be. At the very least, I had a good journey. It was a fun ride, and I met a lot of awesome people. And I would like to believe that I've gained a lot of skills and important life lessons along the way. And hopefully whatever happens will lead me towards something even better down the road. If at the end of the day, being a content creator and a live streamer is not in the cards for me. But if I ever reach that point, then I'll be sure to let you know. But until then, I'm going to continue doing what I do and hope that, this is what I'm meant to do, because you guys enjoy my content as much as I enjoy making it. And as long as you continue watching, you continue liking my videos and my live streams and leaving comments and being part of the chat, being part of the GeauxBurns Nation, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing as long as I still have the love and the passion to continue being a content creator and a streamer on YouTube.